Hello guys, welcome to the next episode of the career mode 10, I think. Must be 10. We also have a new upgrade, a new powertrain upgrade for today's video, which is pretty nice considering that we are on a really power track here in Austria. Sadly, an upgrade for our chassis development failed, but we will have that next week in Great Britain then. We also have still 1000 resource points available, so we will use them later on after the race, do some extra upgrades for Great Britain or Germany or however long it will take. Then starting obviously with the practice programs. First of all, the track acclimatization, as always, the one that you can always do. It's pretty easy. You can basically do it in purple for the first time, but as we started out the second program,
We've lost one of the gears. The transmission is significantly damaged. We're down a gear.
yeah, you heard it. Our gearbox is significantly damaged, and not only the gearbox, also some other parts were very worn, so we needed to change them. Actually, we're not able to do any other practice programs after that, because I simply didn't want to do any with the broken gearbox and also with the other quite worn components. Was quite rough to do so we needed to do everything in practice 2 and practice 3, which shouldn't be a huge problem considering that we still have quite a lot of time left, but as we then headed into practice 2, you can see it, actually wet conditions. I tried to do the practice programs, but I wasn't really trying to do it because I mean there was no race, no rain in qualifying a race, so it would be useless anyway. So I skipped completely practice 2 then, and we needed to do then all the things in practice 3. Not managed to do everything, but I think I only missed out on one. But we still got most of the resource points. Pace was also quite good, only 1.5 tenths off the leaders with the qualifying pace program. So pace was looking very decent, but as you know, I have a grid penalty because all of the parts. So I basically completely skipped the qualifying because I thought I would waste my time there, and we just go on into the race instantly.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg, and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Vettel, Verstappen, Pierre Gasly and Butler, Magnussen, Perez, Grosjean and Lando Norris, Hülkenberg, Raikkonen, Lucas Favour and Leclerc. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Ricciardo, Albon, Antonio Giovinazzi and George Russell, Kubica and Cooper. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So yeah, we start in last position. Leclerc with the grid penalty as well starts P14, and good effort from my teammates starting in P10. Yes, we try to win as much positions as we can here in this race. We will go for a one-stop strategy. From the soft as we are right now onto the mediums, as you can see then there. Currently we will drive in lap 15 into the pits. Yeah. Without further ado, I'd say we start the Grand Prix and get started with 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go here for the Australian Grand Prix, getting a quite good getaway, but we are on the dirty side, so overall start was quite bad heading into turn 1, trying to go around the outside here of both Williams here, but Russell leaving me no space, pushing me wide here, and actually nearly went into the back of him, dropped the place back, currently P19. Let's see what we can do into turn number 3, then going down the inside here once again of quite a lot of cars actually. Now on the inside here of Daniel Ricciardo for P16. Currently we can't make the move stick, but maybe with the system here we can let you go down the inside or maybe even around the outside. We try to go down the inside here. And can we make the move stick? Yes, we can without any problems. We move up into P16. And as we start the lap 2, Hülkenberg and Giovinazzi fighting there quite hard. And maybe we can use this to get past one of them or even both of them. Trying to go down the inside here. Let's see, Hülkenberg goes aggressive on Giovinazzi, so we just back off here a little bit. Let's see now if we can make the overtake here on this next straight. Currently without DRS, of course, as we're only in a lap 2. Let's see with Slipstream now, going for a move around the outside here, maybe if we can. But Giovinazzi leaves us no space. We go go onto the grass. But as we are now starting lap number 3, they are fighting once again quite hard. This time with Magnussen in the mix as well. Giovinazzi with a bad exit here. Magnussen goes slow as well, and we can maybe overtake Hülkenberg as well. Yes, we can. Triple overtake here into turn number 3. Brake a little bit too late. Let's see if we can make the turn. Yes, we can. And we managed to pick up 3 places here on this one straight. So really impressive moves here. And as we are now at the same spot, 1 lap later, there are yellow flags ahead, and actually Lewis Hamilton is out of the race. He was leading the race, so really unfortunate for him. I think he was also leading the championship at this point. And now coming to lap 6 once again here. Onto turn 2 and 3, now right behind Lucas Weber, trying to make a move here around the outside, but he goes down the inside of Räikkönen. Let's see if we can overtake both of them once again with Slipstream going into reach and overtake. We have the straight line speed, but it looks like now trying to go around the outside here of Kimi Räikkönen. Already overtook Weber and also overtook Räikkönen here, and we are in a points position right now. And as we finish off lap 9, we're now right behind Roman Grosjean. Took us quite a while to catch up to him, but now looking for a move around the outside into turn 1, and we can succeed. Go a little bit wide, but no problem there. 1 lap later, basically the same spot, coming onto turn 3, looking for a move here around the outside on Perez. We get pushed out a little bit wide, also break a little bit wide, but let's see if we can still make the move. We have now DRS touching that a little bit here, rebanging there and heading into turn 4. Side by side we have the outside line. Can we make the move stick? Yes, we can move up into P8 here. And now coming to lap 12, they're actually going 3 wide into turn 1. Let's see if we can make use of that, going already overtaking Norris. But sorry guys, bad news now. Somehow the recording stopped. I did a mid-session save, luckily enough. So we're currently in lap 21. I already did my pit stop. We came out in P4 right in front of both Red Bulls here. It is a little bit unfortunate. I hope it's not too bad for you guys. Managed to pick up all the positions we were fighting in then. And afterwards made an undercut on all of the other cars. So we're currently sitting in P4 with both Red Bulls, as I said, right behind us. Norris, my teammate, is a little bit further away. We were fighting with him as well. And as we come then onto lap 26, I tried to hold off both Red Bulls. Drove quite slow, quite bad lap times actually, so that Norris could catch up once again. He is in P7 at the moment. From time to time they try to overtake me, but this is a good example of how I managed to get past them once again, doing the switcheroo here against Verstappen. Now we have DRS, and we can overtake him without any problems. So they were trying to overtake me, but they couldn't really do it, so it was kind of easy to hold them up. I was driving temporarily very slow. And as we now reach lap 30, so 4 laps later, they started fighting against each other. Norris and Butler catched up to both Red Bulls. Let's see if Norris actually can overtake 1 or 2 cars here in this battle for 4th or 5th place. If Norris would have actually been in P5, so right behind me, I would have let him through actually, because I didn't have the pace anyway. So I just thought that I let him through, and he goes on to finish in a safe 4th place. But as we then come on to lap 35, Norris didn't manage to pick up position 5, so just thought, I think at the start of lap 34, that I start to pull away. Managed to do it quite nicely. Gap was around 1.5 seconds, but as we come onto the last part of the last lap, actually Verstappen once again is quite close to me, but he is certainly not close enough to make a move here, and we do come across the line to finish the race here in an impressive P4.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Yeah, so at the end, Bottas wins the race. Hamilton obviously with his DNF, not in the top 4. And afterwards, it's 2 and 3 for Ferrari. Charles Leclerc with a nice run here from 14th up to 3rd. But obviously we had a very good run ourselves, starting in P20 last place, and we finished off the race in P4. Another very good result for us. Our rival Devin Butler finished the race in P6 between both Red Bulls, and Lando Norris with another good result for him, and McLaren as well. Still in 7th place in the drivers' standings, but coming closer to Gasly. Lando Norris picking up some points as well as right behind Hülkenberg. And in the constructors' standings, we pulled clear of Racing Point. Obviously, Red Bull is a little bit too far away. They have nearly double points as we have.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. Seems like your rivalry with Devon is getting rather fierce. Was that inevitable, given your history? Some excellent overtaking moves from your former teammate today. Did he learn some of them from you? Did you struggle to get through all that traffic today? We all underestimated you, didn't we? Appreciate your time.
Before we end the episode, then we will focus on a couple of new upgrades for the upcoming races, starting off with a new upgrade for our powertrain, which will be ready in Great Britain, and another upgrade for our powertrain. Sadly, we don't have enough resource points for another upgrade here. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this episode, even though it was probably a little bit of unlucky there in the middle part with the not recording. But if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.